Hi Reddit, what's some good passive-aggressive Christmas gift ideas for family members you're not all that fond of? Anything that requires water, anything that eats batteries, anything that has dye as a major component, anything with an ongoing subscription. Exactly. The perfect passive-aggressive gift for a small kid is a cheap-ass RC helicopter. It chews up batteries like nothing else if you get a really cheap sort. More expensive ones have boring rechargeable batteries. Annoys the parents. 'Cause that thing is going to be flying into walls all around the house and beyond. Will make the kid happy, so you don't punish the kid for having an asshole for a parent. Cat food. It helps if they don't have a cat. My mother gave me and my kids hospital socks last year. Not even kidding, I wish I was. Last year I got a pet rock, and when I asked why I got it, they said I was unthankful. Instead of cash, my grandparents are giving their extremely financially irresponsible step-granddaughter 1 single gram of gold for Christmas. I am seriously impressed by that shade. I had a proud daughter of the Confederacy for a step-grandmother for quite some time. Every Christmas, she'd give my step-brothers and step-sisters gifts worth many hundreds of dollars each. Dirt bikes, ball gowns, belaying equipment for rock climbing, and each Christmas, she'd give me a card with $5 inside. Every year, I donated her $5 to the NAACP in her name. Every year, they sent her a little thank you card. Deodorant and body spray. Gift card to a restaurant you know they hate. Nose and ear hair trimmer, the gift that keeps on giving. My thought was to get my mom a pretty purple orchid, her favorite color that she could never take care of, as a reminder that she couldn't take care of her kids. Then I saw the price and decided that she wasn't worth it. I think a good passive-aggressive gift has to come from the heart. I had a friend whose girlfriend didn't like the rest of us in his circle. We kept warning him that she was telling everyone she was going to get him to move away from everyone in his life to go to Indiana with her. He kept saying he was in charge of his own life, and even though she may want him to move to Bumblefuck, he was still closely connected with everyone in his life and wouldn't be going to Indiana anytime soon. I got him a guidebook to Indiana for the last Christmas we had together before she made him cut ties with our group altogether. It seemed fitting. He knew the meaning. I knew the meaning. It was kinda perfect. I've always wanted to get my aunt's badly behaved kids those giant 4-foot-long gummy worms. She always insisted that we get her kids gifts even when nobody on that side of the family was doing gift exchanges. And I thought loading her kids up with straight sticky sugar would prove the point pretty effectively. Common Sense by Thomas Paine. 1 pair of cheap white ankle socks. My fiancée went shopping today and I helped unload and unpack everything. She saw me pull a pack of socks out of a bag and said it was my Christmas gift and now I wouldn't have anything under the tree. Shit. Monday evening update. When I arrived home from work last night, she volunteered that I would have some underwear under the tree so I'd have something under the tree. Be still, my heart. She proceeded to yell at me for not giving a detailed list of things to buy me for Christmas. Well, she asked for such a list last Christmas and for my birthday this past year. Last Christmas, I got gift cards to fast food restaurants, including one I've never eaten at. My birthday, she kept insisting that she was going to get me something, so I told her a few things, even sent her Amazon links. I got nada, not a single thing for my birthday or Valentine's Day if anyone is keeping track. Perhaps I'm wrong, but the idea of having to tell someone what to buy for you feels wrong. I appreciate the thought and effort put into a gift, not the money spent. Socks and underwear just reek of last-minute shopping with no thought. Ah well, I'll update it again tomorrow morning after we do gifts. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. Christmas update. Well, there was a 4-pack of underwear for me. They're a size larger than what I wear, which sometimes fall down, so I'll just sock them away for emergencies. Merry Christmas, folks. I have a cousin who is a precious parent, as in, her precious child is perfect at everything, in every way, which would be fine, if my cousin wasn't such a bitch about it to everyone else. She's also a massive snob. Think Katie Hopkins. But worse. Her son, my godson, is a good kid, 10 years old boy, but he's embarrassed by her snobbiness. Example: oh potato pixie, I see the twins still aren't crawling. Child's name was walking at their age. Are they slow? Or a favorite, son is unfortunately listening to Nirvana and it's horrible. Only troublemakers or depressed people listen to that nonsense. Her son's idol is Dave Grohl. I heartily approve, but his ma'am never misses a beat to remind him that they are above that type of music. So this year, I bought him a starter drum kit. I can't wait to see both their faces when he opens his gift. My mill gifted me hand sanitizer last Christmas. Self-help books. I had a roommate years ago who was a gigantic slob and a little off socially. I don't remember the title, but it was something like A Young Man's Guide to Being a Gentleman. The following year we got one about hygiene. It was funny but admittedly a dick move. My uncle is racist as hell and has IBS. My aunt hates him, is too religious to divorce him, and loves to cook. I got her a cookbook of spicy Middle Eastern cuisine. My sister is a hacker. She chain-smokes cigs and joints, and claims she has oversized tonsils. She gets up at 3 a.m. for her job, and has this phlegmy, gross cough and wakes up everyone in the house with how loud it is. She spits a lot too to get rid of the phlegm. Anyways, she loves Pokemon. I found these cute Pokemon socks that look like the one named Coughing, and here's hoping she gets the hint. If they have smallish children, a glitter slime kit and a My First Act instrument set. The victim will hate you forever and know they f***ed up. Also yellies, they're little spider toy things that run, but you have to yell at them to get them to move. The louder you yell, the faster they run. My girlfriend has a cousin who has one of the most stuck-up, self-important food blogs I've ever read. I'm talking paragraphs and paragraphs before the actual recipe, where she talks about her day like anyone actually cares. The kicker is that she's actually pretty bad at cooking, which makes it even worse. Every year my girlfriend gives her cookbook for beginners. I don't think she's gotten the joke yet. My mum's stepmother bought my mum a cheap carving knife one year. My mum had to sit there with her knife while her half-sisters unwrapped new phones and expensive jewelry. I don't even know if it was passive, it was kinda just aggressive. I had gotten a gift for my stepdad I thought he would like. Then he basically told my mom that he doesn't consider me and my brothers his kids, despite having been there our whole lives. So I'm giving his gift to my brothers to share. It's a Hickory Farms gift set with summer sausage, cheese, crackers, etc., and I plan on doing it in full view of him. This is honestly the last straw of a lifetime of putting up with this miserable asshole, and I'm so done. A really ugly Christmas ornament and then ask about it every year. Can't wait for this year. It's not so much passive-aggressive but more like malicious compliance. My family is big, so we had a group chat and everyone put down 10 things they wanted for Xmas so everyone could buy the nieces and nephews what they wanted, etc. The adults put down a few things like socks, world peace, etc. My brother-in-law put down best thing under $10 at Lowe's, and I've bought this residuous 8-feet garden drainage tube and wrapped it for $7. I'm excited. A $50 receipt from a charity and put a card that says I give you the gift of giving. If they have young kids, give the kids really annoying and loud gifts that make a bunch of noise. One of my friends had a Christmas where her dad wrapped a credit card bill and gave it to her mom, and her mom wrapped divorce papers and gave it to her dad. That isn't passive-aggressive. It is gold, though. My dad and his young wife had a daughter the same age as my son. He would often forget to send cards or gifts to his grandson, so I sent my half-sister a drum kit. Something to do with weight loss. One of the best passive-aggressive gifts I've ever given was to my aunt, who we will call Elise. She's known as the diva of the family, and she lives up to it every year. Usually my grandmother makes Christmas brunch, Thanksgiving dinner depending on the occasion, and in my lifetime Elise has thrown tantrums at 6 of these entirely based on food choices. A couple years ago at Christmas, she was sitting at breakfast and smelled cinnamon French toast being fried in my grandmother's skillet, and the theatrics began. She hates cinnamon, and she ended leaving the house and offering to come back in a family group text under the condition that all the windows be opened and an exhaust fan in the kitchen window, over cinnamon French toast. Last Christmas, I went to Bath & Body Works to get little gifts for everyone, and I found a heavily cinnamon-scented hand soap. Perfect gift. The look she gave me when she opened it was priceless. My cousin bought his wife's sister a box of condoms because she has 4 kids with 3 dads. My sister once got me a nice hoodie, which was at least 2 sizes too small. Oh, it looked like it would fit when I bought it. Joke's on her, as I lost 50 pounds this year and now it fits. So I never wear it. Wear it to Christmas this year. Get her the same hoodie. 2 sizes too small for her. When she opens it, boast about how nice it is and how much you love it, and how you want her to have one just as nice. The perfect revenge. Stuff to clean their house. Just overheard this go down at my neighbor's house. All 4 of the kids of the family were playing kazoos in the backyard at top volume. I could hear their mom screaming, presumably at her brother, "F you. You ain't even my brother if you do me like this. What the f were you thinking? Kazoos." So I guess I know what they got as an early Christmas gift. It can be a bit of work, but it's fun to get something small, but insignificant or wildly inappropriate and box it in an absolute shit-ton of increasingly larger and difficult to open, wrapped boxes, like a Hot Wheels car. But when presented, the outer box is the size of a medium moving box. By about the 4th or 7th box, the fake smiles turn to rage. So much fun. I love this. During a Secret Santa in high school, one of my classmates gave the professor a huge ball of newspaper covered in masking tape. Under that layer there was another layer of more newspaper and more masking tape, and underneath that there were even more layers. We were all laughing the whole time he was trying to open it, especially when he got to the very end and found a neatly rolled tie. It was beautiful. My uncle can't stop talking about his work and shows no interest in other people. He can basically start a conversation with "How are you doing? What have you been up to?" And you can just reply with "Good, I'm," before he starts talking again about his boring job. So I gave him 2 books. One about subjects for a conversation and one about how to handle yourself in a conversation. I'm pretty shy, anxious, generally awkward. And one year I got a box of conversation starter cards. Don't know if that was a jab at me or not, but it sure got me thinking. Not really an answer, but I was in Sephora and a mother-daughter team were looking at things and the mother goes, "What about this?" pointing to a two-faced palette, and the daughter goes, "Oh, because she's two-faced." I laughed so hard. This year I'm gifting my future Sil, who is thoroughly manipulative and unpleasant, a boy's scarf and a pair of slippers which are 2 sizes too small. A Christmas card. That's it. Don't even write anything in it or on the envelope. My brother-in-law would always give the most obnoxious noise-making toy to our kids. He would laugh and laugh when they opened it. Well, he got married and became a parent. Guess what the kid got? My brother-in-law was not amused. Don't get a bad gift card because it will reflect more poorly on you in front of your family. Get a tacky large painting or vase, and then when you see them next, ask to see where they displayed it. With tacky home decor, you can talk about how you thought of them when you saw it and how good the quality is. That way you come across as being thoughtful and they can't really bitch to the rest of the family about how bad it is without seeming ungrateful. Oh yeah, gold. Holy Jesus, my inbox. Thanks for the suggestions. Ended up getting $5 gift cards and a $25 tax receipt to the food bank for her. For anyone who was wondering the context of my question, last year she complained that we spent more on her young daughter than we did on her clothes, toys, and paid for a year's worth of dance lessons. She constantly neglects her child and spends what little money she does get on booze and partying. More often than not, my wife has to take the daughter to the lessons as she is too drunk to take her. My got-to for situations like this: cactus. For a rose may speak of love, the cactus just says "F off." To be honest, I would love a cactus for Christmas. A yelly if they have kids. Kids literally have to yell at this thing to play with it and will be such a nightmare. A book on how to fix a quality you don't like about them. How not to be an idiot for dummies. A card full of glitter. Clothes that are clearly the wrong size. Not like hideous clothes. Normal clothes. My cousin is exhausting and is constantly bragging about how men comment on her beach Instagram photos, and how flat tummy tea has done wonders for her, etc. Last year another cousin got her a dress that was 2 sizes too big and played totally oblivious while the self-absorbed cousin tried to not have a meltdown about someone thinking she's a size 8. It was passive-aggressive gold. $10 gift card to Walmart. Better, a gift card to a more expensive store for a non-even amount less than $10. Like a gift card to Nordstrom for $8.47. Nordstrom has a $20 minimum, so if you want a smaller amount you'd have to spend money with the card to do that. Worth it. Give their children recorders. The musical kind. Tell them there is a £50 prize for whoever can play the best rendition of Away in a Manger the following year. Self-help book. My cousin is a big fan of the Titanic, so I got her a piece of coal that they claimed was from the Titanic itself. She's foolish enough to believe that it's real, and plus I got to have the fun of giving her coal for Christmas. She's really not that bad a person. She is just really condescending. My sister gave my dad a Bible. My dad is pumped to gift it back to her after he highlights passages about vanity, disrespecting others, and her other major character flaws. My family dynamics are a little complicated. One Christmas, for a joke, I took some malformed rutabagas and turnips, put each one in a box and wrapped it nicely, put them under the tree like normal. The looks on my kids' family's faces when they opened the gift to find a turnip or rutabaga was just wonderful. That was a fun joke, but no reason not to give someone you don't like a single, nicely wrapped root vegetable. A gift card labeled $50, but actually only has $3.36 on it.